We are live. Oh, he's got the oh, it's one of those nights. It is one of those nights.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. This man walks through the door. He comes in live, I kid you not. And he says, I would literally just walk through the door. Traffic is terrible. Next thing I start the stream. Next thing I see, he's got an aluminum Coors in his hand. And little as you know, I'm sitting on a Bapple here, ready to have a good time tonight.
See, the vibes are with the Bapples, but I learned my lesson, and I need a closed top when I'm doing these things, and I decide to have a little bevy. So we've learned. We've progressed.
He has learned his lesson. He is growing and evolving in the world. Look, this is a crazy time to do a fantasy football draft right now because we are in the thick of training camp fever, where every clip that gets posted means something is changing about the player. Like a guy like Joe Mixon specifically comes to camp in a walking boot. All of a sudden, he's set to miss extended time. I don't know what that actually means, but all of a sudden, he's dropped 5 running backs in ADP in basically like a round and a half. So people are reacting rapidly to this camp news. So the fantasy football board has drafted drastically. Even in the how many slow drafts are you? And I'm still in 60 something slow drafts, and the ADP is updating in real time, and it's just like, oh, I was actually thinking about Joe Mixon there. It's like, oh wait, I can get him later now. Okay, great. I'll pass. I'm using Joe Mixon as a big example as if I'm targeting him, but I'll maybe just say I'm still a slappy if he keeps falling at this pace.
Well, a lot of the little Dalmatians, the $1 ones are now wrapping up, and they've kind of come out with different ones where you've got the Chihuahua 2, you've got the Pomeranian. So there's new
Chihuahua 2. I need to max that.
Right.
I should get my 20 entries in tonight.
Well, and honestly, it's probably the best thing to do, right? Because you're kind of in the middle of all the ADP changes, or so you're not going to be caught where the ADP hasn't changed or it's done changing. So you can take advantage of the Joe Mixons of the world, or maybe even the Jacoby Krosky Merritt sweepstakes that seem to. Can I just keep it can I keep it real with you guys?
You can keep it a buck. Yeah, heck yeah.
Just because a player practices with the first team doesn't mean that they're actually going to be playing with the first team. All that the team is doing right now
confirms my priors. Unless if it confirms my priors. Jarquez Hunter got first team reps today, dog. Kyron, toast. Dig his grave. Dig his
gone out of existence. But again, if teams are smart, they give these guys opportunities to see what they can do in the first team. This is not a sign of future things to come. It's still Brian Robinson's backfield, but if they need a guy in a pinch or Brian Robinson goes down, they know then that we can rely on Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez and Jacoby Krosky Merritt. That's what they're finding out.
Right. When you lose B-Rob and Austin Eckler for a handful of games.
I forgot about Eckler.
You literally, when it was Chris Rodriguez getting some run last year, and it's like, wait, could I start Chris Rodriguez in my flex this week? Or Jeremy McNichols, that was the name who actually made more noise. So yeah, 1,000%. You got to weed out what's news, what's noise, and we're gonna do that by actually drafting, a fantasy football team right now. You'll see how the board has shifted already. It's pretty dramatically, and of course we'll be doing this as we always do every week. Underdog's flagship contest, Best Ball Mania 6. We've done, looks like 14 entries already, done a handful of live streams this summer. So if you want to join along, make sure you subscribe over on YouTube and turn the notification bell as well, so you know whenever we go live and we post all of our new shows as well. But let's hop in a Best Ball Mania draft to your tie. We'll enter in here in 3, 2, 1. Look at that. The last team in here. Fill up a lot. Efficiency is the name of the game tonight. And
we're the lucky
102.
Ones. We are the lucky ones.
Little 102 action here. Updated exposures through, I believe we've done 30 total drafts this year on the Fellows page. Obviously, you and I are well invested. By the time all my slow drafts close, I will be over 120. You're pushing 250, I'm sure, at this point.
I am sitting at 211 right now.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. And once I max enter the Chihuahua here too, then I'll be looking at 150 basically. So yeah, we are getting hot and heavy into best ball summer here. And this is the time to as well. Like I think you can take advantage of different ADPs earlier in the summer, guys who maybe we're discounting veterans a little bit too much, whatever your thing may be. But then you get Joe Mixon news, right? He's the one that I just keep using the example of because he was a guy that I was targeting frequently because I'm like, this is a good situation for Joe Mixon to be in still, even though it's not the best offensive line. But let's make our pick here before I continue on that thought. Are you a Bijan here? Are you a different player here? CD, JJ?
I try to mix it up, and I will be honest, it's typically between Bijan, CD here, and then
I agree.
After that, it's then like Jefferson and Saquon, and I would throw Gibbs into that conversation, but again, with the 102, it's between CD and Bijan for me.
Yeah, let's do Bijan there. We'll just make the safe chalk pick. I do think that's probably the correct pick this year, if you will. I forgot they fixed the board finally over on Underdog, so we can actually have a centered board. Can I even zoom in a little bit more? Will it let me? Oh, no, we cut off pick 12, don't we? No, wait. This is always like the struggle of like resizing during stream.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Do we get all 12? Heck yeah, we do. Look at that.
Beauty. Thing of beauty.
Look at that. Thing of beauty. Yeah. So anyways, I want to go back to the training camp news. I got a guy like Joe Mixon. You're like, oh, running back 19. That's great. But then you hear he comes in a boot. It's going to drop his ADP. You can get value on him later. Like things are just changing so dramatically. A rookie you thought you were very high on, or maybe you're now all of a sudden like getting in on the Caleb Johnson hype, which I think is like, I'll just say this. I'm glad I was drafting Caleb Johnson at running back 26, 27. Now that he's the RB 22, like glad I got in when I did there because boy, I'm having a hard time stomaching Caleb Johnson right now too. Like the board just shifts so much between May to July here, where I think it's worth being in on constant action all summer rather than like drafting early and often, thinking you got values when anything can happen now in the month of July and in August leading up to fantasy drafts. And, those May teams could be absolutely sunk already.
Oh, this is interesting. 501. I'm staring down Rashee Rice in one of my drafts.
How far is that after? Where's his ADP at now?
35, so end of the third. So he's at the end of the fourth.
So you're looking at like
discount.
48?
48, 49. That's where I am.
Do you have
with DK, Devonta on board as well?
I would probably still lean a DK. So here's what I've been doing. I've been taking one of those wide receivers and seeing if I could push Rashee one more round.
Well,
he's a guy I don't need to have, but he's a guy where if I can push him around the turn, I'll scoop him up then if he falls another 4 or 5 picks.
Well, so I'm on the turn. Like I am the 101.
Yikes. So it's a little bit different.
But the thing is, I end up going Rashee more times than not if I'm on the turn here. Because I just like a lot of the receivers that go in the 40s.
Yep.
Call me crazy, but I can find a wide receiver 3 to play in the meantime until Rice comes back.
All right, so here we are. It's Bowers, McBride, go.
You know my vote. I'll let you choose this one because you know my vote.
Your vote is Chase Brown.
Correct.
And I think I'm good with that because I'm not sold on T. Higgins being like the must-have wide receiver one that you absolutely need. So let's go Chase Brown there. I'm also realizing I can't see enough of the names in the queue with how far zoomed out we are. I'm like, I need to expand a little bit here. Otherwise, let's see. Can I condense that at all? That helps a little bit, maybe. If T. Higgins does make it back here, I think he's a pretty easy pick right here. He does. I would rather go T over Garrett Wilson.
I would too.
All right, let's go T. Higgins then. T will lock in as our wide receiver 1. So Bijan, Chase Brown, T. Higgins is our start here. I don't hate it if we would have gone Josh Jacobs there instead.
A little unique build. I've done that a couple times. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I've done that a handful of times myself. So I don't hate that. But man, it puts you behind at wide receiver pretty quickly.
Correct.
If you do go that route. And it's not one that I've done very often either. Like I'm not out here endorsing.
Right,
hey, you know what? You should totally just stack your running backs and forget about it. No, I am telling you, No, make sure you get a wide receiver before they really fall off here. Because I mean, even looking at like Marv, JSN, Garrett Wilson there, man, none of them are convincing. Yet people will tell you to take a Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round. Yet you can barely get a Ladd McConkey to fall back to you, and they'd be like, "Why does your wide receiver one stink?" Like, I don't know, dog. Because all the good wide receivers go in the first 15 picks. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, this is the decision you make when you take these elite running backs early. And while I think it's good to get on, like, I do think Bijan Robinson has the chance to be the number 1 overall player in fantasy football this year. It comes at a cost of, do you really think T. Higgins, the difference between T. Higgins and like CD Lamb is bigger than the difference between Bijan Robinson and Jonathan Taylor, right? So if you go CD Lamb and Jonathan Taylor, do those two collectively score more points than Bijan? And again, say we took a T. Higgins there instead of a Chase Brown. I mean, we got T. Higgins too, which it ended up working out. But like that's the question I think you have to keep asking yourself, is like, you almost have to look, if you're an early part of the draft, you have to look at it as almost a package of players that you're looking at, not just when you're on the turn. It's like, Brian Thomas Jr., Devon Achane, lock it in. I'm not even going to think twice about it.
That's a really good way to put it. I don't think I could put it any better, I'll be honest.
You just don't have the struggle of that in the back half of the first round this year. In the early part, you have to think about it as packaging almost, which kind of stinks. So here we go. End of the 4th round here. We are looking at a Rashee Rice, a James Cook on the board. Kalen Zacharias is still here. I'm
a big DK guy here.
Yeah, let's go DK. He's kind of my leaning too. I would rather get another wide receiver here if we can. And this is a spot where if Rashee Rice gets pushed around, I'm tempted to take him, but I'm not sold on taking him when we could take a Devonta Smith, when we could take a Travis Hunter, a Calvin Ridley. Jalen Waddle does go there.
I would prefer to go Devonta probably over Rashee, just because you do have to consider the fact that T. Higgins has not been, has not played a fully healthy season. And so it's not a guarantee that we're going to get a 17-game T. Higgins. So if you were to miss time, we need to have some reinforcements ready to go.
Versus a guy like Devonta Smith. If A.J. Brown misses time, Dallas Goedert misses time, you're looking at a guy in this offense who will command a larger chunk of the pie. Relatively safer bet compared to Rashee Rice, who's going to miss part of the season. I see we got people over on YouTube. Coop the dog.
What's up, Coop?
What can you get Matthew Golden for? Or what can you get for Matthew Golden, in a dynasty league?
That's a good question.
I think you can definitely get a future first.
Let's go to our handy dandy tool here. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Just for some context, I'll be honest.
Get any 2026 first, I'm pretty convinced, because nobody wants their 2026 first.
According to our tool, that is not ours, but we refer to it quite frequently. You can get George Kittle for Matthew Golden straight up, which I don't know how much I believe
I don't buy that at all. Yep, I don't buy that at all.
Zay Flowers.
I could see that.
The 111, if you're still not doing your rookie
drafts. You're still in your
drafts.
rookie drafts, which is about where you took Matthew Golden.
Terry McLaurin.
Interesting. Okay. I could see that. I'm sure his rank is plummeted.
I think if you're in the perfect situation where you have a league mate that believes that Terry is going to sign an extension in the next days or whatever, and he has Matthew Golden, you have Terry, go offer that right now.
Yes.
And CJ Stroud in one QB league.
One quarterback league. That's fascinating. I wouldn't hate if you go out and just got a next year first from Matthew Golden. You could probably get an early first. I shouldn't say
I would hold on
year,
Golden.
But
if you really
I would too. Yeah, I wouldn't trade Matthew Golden. I would hold on him. I really would. Yeah. I know the buzz on Jayden Reed has been pretty positive so far, but
oh my word,
I don't want to get bamboozled by that. I'd rather take the guy who I know is going to be the perimeter player, Matthew Golden.
Why? And I feel like a lot of people are assuming it's at the detriment of Matthew Golden. Why wouldn't it be at the detriment of Romeo Doubs?
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree. So running back heavy on the board here. Judy, Swift, Mixon, Jacoby Myers are top of the board. Or Isaiah Pacheco, I know who you kind of like as well. To me, this is a running back pick.
I would
a wide
prefer
receiver.
I would prefer Pacheco.
Can we take one of these wide receivers and push Pacheco?
Sure.
Jacoby or Jerry?
Jacoby probably.
Yep.
I'm cooling way off on Judy right now.
I am too.
And it honestly is probably because I believe Cleveland could be the worst offense. But if they're now, that's funny because Njoku's one of my highest exposure players. But I think the argument I make then is if there's one guy I would rather bet on, it's Njoku rather than Judy.
Than Judy, who's going to be the easy completion, dump off, yak kind of player. Yeah. So let's go. Pacheco still good with you?
Yep.
Well, it better be good with you because we just took him. But the reason why I figured we take one of those wide receivers is because I figured the guy in turn would take a wide receiver, and we might have gotten stuck holding a Jerry Judy bag that we didn't actually want. But I was pretty content with whether it was Swift or Pacheco who came back. I would have been content with either of those two, or God forbid, were Joe Mixon slappy still and a shot on him. But his ADP is still falling, man. I mean, Montgomery just went ahead of him. I think Tony Pollard went ahead of him. I think it would surprise me if Aaron Jones goes ahead of him now. So, I mean, he's a guy where I think his ADP could easily get into the 30s, and maybe I need to draft him at RB24 and just wait till he gets down to 30 and start slapping him then.
I will continue to wait until I start to see a bit of a plateau when it comes to Mixon, because right now it's just straight downfall.
Yep.
And I think you can justify the running back 24 spot right now, even with the injury, just because you know that when he comes back, like, it should be Mixon. But the problem that I'm running into is we don't know severity just yet, but we know that people have thrown around the serious word pretty frequently around it. And I do wonder if he's kind of suffering from the McCaffrey vibes a little bit, in the sense that, like, whoa, like, we didn't pay attention to serious enough last year, so now we have to pay attention to it this year, where it's like, okay. I mean, I guess, but I feel like, again, we're just kind of taking things on the surface without really understanding exactly the full extent of Mixon's injury. And that is the unfortunate part of preseason and offseason action, or training camp action, is teams like to keep things close to their chest, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, if people are going to continue, like, Jordan Mason just went ahead of him. Brian Robinson's probably going to go ahead of him at this point. Like, I will continue to let the plummet happen, or continue. And then as soon as I start to see the plateau, that's when I'm going to go in on Mixon.
Just to clarify on this question here for our buddy Coop, can you get a Doomsday for gold? No, I absolutely not.
Jalen Warren just went ahead of Joe Mixon. There he goes.
There goes Joe Mixon. I say this with all the love in the world, Coop. If I were the Roma Doomsday manager and I got offered Matthew Golden, I would laugh. That's how in I am on Rome Doomsday. We should make our pick here. Mooney, Pittman, Kyler, ETN,
Kyler,
top of the board.
Cincinnati, Kyler, go Kyler, go Kyler.
Yep. I'm good with grabbing a Kyler Murray share here. You can backstack that.
With Michael Wilson, baby.
This was the Trey McBride team. They took Justin Fields unstacked.
Rushing upside, baby. Rushing upside.
With a Josh Allen already.
Yep, unique builds, because in the name of uniqueness, we have to build a unique team.
I get it. So we're still kind of looking at the same board: ETN, Cooper Kupp, Kelsey Coleman.
I would scroll down a bit here.
Okay, yeah. I don't even have to ask.
I mean, sure. I wasn't.
What are you gonna say?
I was Scats.
Oh, good by me. I'm all for beefing up my Scats exposure here. Mostly because I know I said at the top of this, I want to be careful about camp vibes. I've heard a lot more about Camp Scadaboo than I have Tyler Tracy.
Well, but here's the other thing. Is Cam Scadaboo not the Matthew Golden of rookie running backs? You get what I mean? Where it's like,
yeah, no, I get what you mean.
He's one of the latest rookie wide receivers that should, or at least has a path to getting on the field sooner rather than later, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to be outright and say that like Cam Scatterboo is going to be the starter in week 1. I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
But for Scatterboo, just saying, like I mean,
week 6.
Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember what happened last year with Devin Singletary and Tyrone Tracy? Obviously, like Singletary had some injury problems and was not efficient then, but Tyrone Tracy slowly kind of took over, and with Scats their running back 4, I'll just say I think we need only one more running back, and we just reap the benefits of second half of the year Scatterboo. And I'm cool punting on tight end. I'm cool punting on finding our wide receiver 5. Like we've got 4 really good wide receivers right now. 3.
Yeah, I mean we've got T. Higgins, DK Metcalf,
Devonta
Jacoby Myers. Yeah,
we've got 4 really good receivers, so we can just reap the benefits of Scats. So,
I assume this is in relation to Matthew Golden, maybe if not, but if Travis Hunter upside, if it's just a generic Travis Hunter upside question, yes, to the moon. I'm in love with Travis Hunter and the caliber of player and the way he moves. You won't get Matthew Golden, or you won't get Travis Hunter out of Matthew Golden. But if you were to offer Matthew Golden and late 2026 first, could you get Travis Hunter?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it depends on the dynasty manager and what they actually believe about Travis Hunter.
Well, I mean, you can say that for everybody.
Well, touche. But like, I don't know, man. But we did our rookie draft. I was surprised I got Travis Hunter with where I was selecting. It wasn't early first round.
Well, that was in the heat of more DB than wide receiver, or we don't know what he's going to play.
Touche.
So
touche. I'm just gonna get the key back up here because we're looking at a handful of players. Coop was also saying, "Hey, go Rashid Shaheed next if he falls. Does not fall. Does go at 116 there." Christian Kirk goes 117. I do know what pick you and I want. This is a Njoku click for you.
Probably need to get a tight end here just because there's a fall off after Njoku.
It's either him or Loveland, but
we don't really.
We
don't
good.
have any San Francisco.
No, we could probably push Njoku around the turn, but I would rather get him on our team and map out our next.
You know what?
Here.
You know what?
What?
I don't mind double dipping with Loveland here.
This is a range I'm willing to do so, considering we don't really have any stacks set up for any of our quarterbacks. And if we do go 3, we have a chance to go Rodgers and Geno late. Yep. So I'm good going Loveland here. I'm good with that too.
And like we reap the benefits. Like Loveland's in a weird spot because you have to put him in the top 12. Like you can't have him behind Kincaid and Goddard.
No.
But I would much rather have him as my tight end 2 than my tight end 1. And with a guy like Njoku, I am totally cool with Loveland there instead of going probably another receiver like Kyle Williams, who just went like there's some serious camp buzz about him.
My Kyle Williams bags are I'm counting the money already, man. I know it's a mistake. I'm doing it again with another freaking Patriots wide receiver, but my Kyle Williams bags are happy right now.
Well, you know, the difference between Kyle Williams and stonks are up. But the only, the major difference between Kyle Williams and the other Patriots receiver you were in on is that
you can name him. I'm not ashamed.
Bring your popcorn. I make people in wheelchairs stand up.
Is because it didn't really take a whole lot of convincing on Kyle Williams. You saw it on film and you're like, this is a player.
100%.
This is a player right here.
Javon Baker was pure all vibes. All vibes. He dropped that quote and I'm like, I'm in. Get so 18th round pick, done.
So I need to say this because I'm going to forget if I don't say it. Speaking of vibes, we do have Cam said that there will be a draft guide update that goes out on Friday.
Are we getting like a vibe meter?
I feel we've talked about this so many times that we're going to put in like a dog meter of some sort.
We got to get a vibe meter.
We got to get a vibe meter. And I feel like we need to make a decision if it's this update, which I don't think it is because it is Wednesday. but it could be in future updates. So we should be talking about what that vibe meter, what goes into that said vibe meter, and how we implement that into the draft guide.
Yeah, because we're looking at implementing. We did risk and upside meters last year, which we'll probably do again this year. But I want our risk and upside scores. I want a vibe score this year. Where are the vibes? Like Javon Baker was all Matt in 99, all vibes team last summer. Everything else stunk. She was one of my lowest graded out, not graded out, but projected out wide receivers. But vibes team.
Wow, Judkins.
99.
Holy cow.
That is I'd be a slap.
He's gonna keep falling, man.
Yeah. Wesley, I see your comments in the chat here. We'll get back to him. I want to make sure we cover our next 2 picks here, and we'll come back to him. Look at all these running backs, dude. That was the right choice. Double dip on tight end there. And like, there's a good range of like this Tillman, Leggett, Romeo Dobbs range is a range of players that I can.
So hear me out. I like going Leggett and the Bryce Young, but you also like Ray Davis.
No, we got 4 running backs already. We should prioritize a wide receiver there.
And I like going Bryce as just a little quick stack.
Yep. And you can close out with a 16th, 18th round Elijah Arroyo, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yep.
I had to hop off of Torrey Horton because golly, I was way too hot and heavy on him early. And
man,
I was hot and heavy on Torrey Horton early, and not that I've like cooled off from like a player take perspective, but it's more of a like, I need to start mixing up that Seattle exposure a little bit if I draft Sam Darnold. I can't have all Sam Darnold, Torrey Horton stacks going for me. I need to mix up some Arroyo, some JSN, some Scantling.
He was
some Barnes, some AJ
Barner.
Thank you. I almost said Barnett again, and I had to bite my tongue.
Barney. No. Your Torrey Horton was kind of Javon Baker without the vibes.
Oh, totally. This is the easiest Seattle stack, and I'll bet on the rookie. And then I'm like, actually, Clint Kubiak and MVS play together. We're both in New Orleans last year.
Yep.
Saw some good games out of MVS. Let's get to Wesley's questions here. What do you guys think about Dobbins? Feel like he's going to play a role with Peyton? Yeah, absolutely. If you ever thought RJ Harvey was going to have the backfield all to himself, that was a lie you were telling yourself. Because RJ Harvey was never not going to have a running mate with him in the backfield. So,
yep.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is going to play a role. I think he's he's one of the best handcuffs you can have in fantasy right now. And he's probably even better than a handcuff because he has standalone value. So like his ADP is like running back 36 right now. I think that's very appropriate. I have him a little bit lower than that, but you know, I tweak a few things and he moves up 3 spots. Like it's not a huge discrepancy in my projection from where he's going.
He's my running back 32, but I can see him finishing inside the top 25 this year.
Okay, you even see top 25. I'm not quite there yet. I'm like if he's knocking on the door 30. Like if he's like 28 to 32, I could see.
He was inside my top like what 25, 26.
Yeah, you had him pretty aggressive.
And I think that was just more so like at the ceiling than anything else. And you know, it gets into the debate of like, well, what's the point of a draft guide if you're not taking a guy or like you're ranking him at a ceiling? Sure.
Draft
but
your chest.
Try to keep it realistic, you know. Keep it realistic.
Is this a running back pick for you here?
It probably should be just our last one, just unless I'm trying to think of Arizona.
This will probably be a 3-6-7 too. We're looking ahead.
Yeah.
Chubb is my slappy pick here.
Why not?
If people are going to be this concerned about Joe Mixon, then Nick Chubb's ADP needs to keep running.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I'm at. And then I'm totally whatever you want to do here. If you want to go Geno to stack with Jacoby, if you want to wait on a Rodgers,
we should probably go Geno just because we also have Devonta, so there's a bit of a week 15 correlation there.
15 correlation there. Yep.
And I don't really care that him and Kyle have the same bye.
No. I mean, there's a lot of ways in which you could. I mean, we missed out on. Maybe it would have been smarter to go a Michael Wilson here instead, but yeah, whatever. I'm fine correlating that week 17 with Cincinnati and not having almost just taking hey, Kyler's going to have a big game, and maybe let's not decide on who it is. It'd be nice to have the bonus points, but we already have the points on T. Higgins and Chase Brown here. Let's just assume Kyler's going to go bonkers too.
Well, what if we do last 2 picks? MBS is 1 just for the Carolina stuff, and then the other pick, Greg Dortch or Zay Jones, one of them.
Well, you could do a Zay Jones. I don't hate that either.
Amari DeMarcano. Hello.
Better pick than Trey Benson right now.
Not going to hear me complain about that.
I mean, when Coach Speak Index is literally telling people you're being an idiot for drafting Trey Benson, and I understand Coach Speak Index, not 100% a fantasy resource, but for how much of that dude grinds coaching press conferences. What?
Can I clarify? It is a fantasy resource.
Yeah. What did I say? It wasn't.
You said it's not 100% fantasy resource.
Oh, I meant it wasn't a 100% fantasy forward page. That's what I was trying to communicate. Coach Speak Index is 1,000% a fantasy resource. He's not making content for fantasy football purposes directly, but he's helping provide a much accurate picture of what these coaches believe. And everything that has been said by Drew Petzing, Jonathan Gannon, and his coaching staff is we're literally going to run the brakes off of James Conner. Nothing indicates that they want to use Trey Benson. I'm just going to listen to the guy who actually grinds the coaching press conferences rather than Trey Benson, second-year running back, fragile James Conner. What if, sorry, I'll just take the points when I didn't see Trey Benson take the points last year when James Conner was banged up. I want to get to Wesley's second question here, too. On McAfee today, he mentioned possible to make a Lauren to Pittsburgh. That'd be wild with him and DK together. Look, Pittsburgh's just kind of in the market for everybody, right? Every wide receiver right now.
They should be.
I don't see that happening, though. I just don't. Why are you going to pay DK?
Wait. Who mentioned Terry to Pittsburgh? Was it McAfee?
It was on Mac. All the comment says is on McAfee today. He mentioned possible McLaurin to Pittsburgh.
Because
I didn't watch McAfee today.
Well, he was in Pittsburgh today, so
there a little bit of pandering going on there.
Exactly,
a little bit of pandering going on. I see. Gosh, I swear if we get auto picked here. I don't make the rules when a player drops 28 picks past ADP. You just do it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Especially
if things connect when the contingent upside is as high as we think it is when it comes to Mr. Wright.
I don't make the rules. I'm okay throwing Ray McLeod in the queue here. I know we talked about going a Kyler piece with a Zay Jones or a Greg Dortch.
I know. I would go Ray and then probably end on MBS.
Yeah, that's where I am leaning as well. Oh, shoot. It's our pick again. Let's go Ray with the Bijan news. Obviously, a little bit of concern around that. So we'll go ahead.
Bijan news. Did I miss something today?
Not Bijan. I looked at Bijan right before I switched with the Darnell Mooney news. Sorry. We took him 102 and Bijan's actually set to miss 4 weeks. So yeah, with the Bijan news, we took him 102. No, with the Darnell Mooney news, I looked at Bijan right before I clicked over. With Darnell Mooney, right? Sometime. Yeah, I believe it's a shoulder. I need to let me confirm that though.
And he's supposed to miss some time.
He's supposed to potentially going to miss the start of the season.
Whoa! So that's an AC joint thing. That's not just a.
Falcons' Darnell Mooney status for week 1 is uncertain. Tuesday, Coach Raheem Morris was non-committal on whether Mooney shoulder will be ready for Falcons' week 1 matchup with the Bucs. Suffered a shoulder injury in practice last Thursday and is expected to be sidelined for, quote, a few weeks. The nature of Mooney's injury still isn't clear, but there's at least some concern it will linger into the regular season. Kadarius Hodge, wrong, is next up on the depth chart behind Drake London and slot man Ray McLeod. Should Mooney not be cleared in time to face?
Dude, can I just say, there is nothing worse than identifying a player that you think is a value
Yep.
And saying like you should be drafting him. And it's not just the fact that like you're saying draft and then something happens to him, but it's the fact that the price dropped for literally no reason, like literally zero reason. And he gets hurt. And now people will look at the ADP come this time next year and go justified. And it was like, no, it wasn't. It really wasn't.
Yeah. Those are
Rhonda Gadsden, welcome to the chat.
I've thrown some darts at Gadsden. Only 18th round though. I haven't gone earlier than that.
Golly,
I've thrown some darts.
I
only if I need a third tight end and I have Herbert. Only time I've done it.
Oh gosh. Okay, that's fine. Harold Fannin, people, what are we doing?
Hot bothered by Camp Buzz. Hot bothered. Welcome to today's sloppy picks because of Camp Buzz.
Well, now what's the buzz on Fannin?
He's looked really good.
Gosh, because he runs with the threes. Come on, people. Let's put some context on these things.
I saw the same thing. I saw a TikTok yesterday. I won't disclose the account.
Is it who I think it is?
It's no.
Does it go by three letters?
No.
Not that
another account that goes by 4. Also said, and Harold Fannin is looking really good in camp. It was like in tandem with like another tight end, and I'm just like, don't care. That's noise.
So
not even my priors talking.
I'm gonna take the filter off just a second. I won't say the name, but here's the thing. Yeah. If you're going to complain about people that give away the players in the last 10 seconds of the video, and you're going to lead off in the first 10 seconds or however long into the video and go, Harold Fannin's looking really good in camp. Dog, you don't deserve to be giving camp news if that's the big news that you're giving. Okay? You can't complain.
To be fair, it was like 45 seconds into the video. It was not a headliner to any extent. But
I still don't.
The fact that it was brought up, I laughed.
I don't care. If you're going to tell other people, hey, it's not really that fun, and it's kind of annoying if you're going to leave, crucial fantasy advice until the last 10 seconds, but then you're going to go out on your own and then give Harold Fannin advice to people, or just say, hey, you know what? It may be worth looking into. Dog, wait, come on.
You and I
is it that guy?
Oh no, very different guy. Very different guy.
Still,
you went off on a tangent. You started going off. I'm like, wait, I don't understand where you're going with this. No, not a different. We're done with this bit. We are so done with this bit.
My point was still valid, even if it was the guy I was talking about.
We are not in sync. We are not in sync.
Guess who's talking? Woohoo!
I was gonna say I'm almost done with my first Bapple. I might have to go grab. I only got 2 left. So I've been trying to space him out a little bit, but I got to get rid of him eventually. So, otherwise they're just going to sit there and never get drank. Okay, let's recap this team quick. Kyler Murray, Bryce Young, Geno Smith at quarterback. What's nice is we got everybody stacked up here, as you will see. Running back room of Bijan Robinson, Chase Brown, Isaiah Pacheco, Cam Scadaboo, Nick Chubb, and Jalen Wright. That is a very, very strong running back room, I believe. Mm-hmm. I love Bijan, Chase Brown, 2 top 12 guys in my opinion. Isaiah Pacheco, top 20 upside. Scats, if he takes over the backfield, I think he could potentially be a top 24 guy if the chips fall right and things like really, really go his way. And then Nick Chubb and Jalen Wright, obviously dart throws, given their potential running back scenarios with Joe Mixon already slated to miss time. And if Devon Achane misses time, Jalen Wright is next up. And that's again, that's 27 picks past ADP. I'm not going to say no to Jalen Wright at that point. D. Higgins, DK Metcalf, Devonta Smith, Kobe Myers for our wide receiver room. Very healthy quad of wide receivers there with Xavier Legette, Ray McLeod, and MVS to wrap out this team. And David Njoku, Colson Loveland at tight end. B+.
I would give this an A-.
Okay.
Because
I never feel great when I don't have one of these first round wide receivers on my team, or I don't get a Lad McConkey. Lad McConkey is kind of the end of the and I feel good about my wide receiver one. It's a little bit shaky when I have to go T Higgins and DK. But I mean, with Bijan and Chase Brown, I just have to remember, we're making up points there in that regard.
I just think like what we saw with T, even if he doesn't play the full season, that week to week kind of top 12 finishing upside that he has, that's pretty good for not getting one of the top 12, top 11 receivers.
Oh, totally.
And if he misses time, we've got a backup plan with Jacoby. And honestly, the way that this team is built, our flex is probably going to be Isaiah Pacheco.
Yep.
And if it's not, it could be Scadaboo in the second half of the year. It could be Jacoby Myers for all we know.
Yep.
And we're
Jacoby Myers is like a very safe flex, I think, most weeks for this lineup.
Right. So and probably the best way I can say this, the weakest part of our team is probably the quarterback, in my opinion, just because I'm not super high on Kyler as I have been in the past. I still think he's very good.
Yep.
But like if Kyler has a down game, which we have seen in the past, I've got faith that Bryce and Geno are probably two guys that can, on a per game basis, be closer to like they can give you some good spike weeks. So I give this an A-. All
right, A-. I can we can settle in the middle and give it it's like a low A-, I would say. Teetering on
this is exactly like an 89.9%.
Yes.
Where it's like if you look at that, it's a B plus, but if you round, it's an A-.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You got time to rip one more here? Again, very quick. That was a quick 35-minute draft. You got time to rip one more?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's rip one more. I'm feeling good tonight. I don't have anywhere I need to be. Let's rip one more. We'll hop in another Best Ball Mania here. Again, really just trying to rip these out as much as we can, trying to take as many bullets as we can at $2 million top prize here, $1 million to second place. What are you giggling at?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
What? You
probably just the joke of a franchise that is the Minnesota Twins, if anything. But
oh gosh, well, okay, no, it's not even worth talking about that. In any
correct.
Capacity. Let's go ahead. Let's hop in this BP.
So honestly, if we get a double turn between Cody Rhodes and John Cena at SummerSlam this weekend,
so let's talk about WWE instead. Hey, I will say there's a lot more fantasy people in the industry that are WWE fans than I expected, and I'm all for it.
I agree. Yeah.
I love to hear that. I don't feel so out of place anymore. We are waiting for 7 more people. If you want to hop in here, Best Ball Mania 6, 20-second pick. If you're not on Underdog yet, scan that QR code over on your screen. That will take you to the app. You'll get up to $1,000 in bonus credits to play with. And we'll also send you our 2025 draft guide for free when you use our code fellas. So what are you gawking at? I might have lost you. This would be 2 streams in a row. I would have lost you because you lagged out on internet. Unreal. Oh, you're back now.
It's my internet, dog. My internet sucks now for no reason.
Straight booty cheeks, dog.
That puts it lightly.
You were gawking at something, and I asked you what that was.
Nothing.
You went. We are waiting on one more person. If you want to hop in and draft with us, let us know if you got in here. The lobby is indeed full. Because I am multitasking, trying to finish a thumbnail for Cameron here. Because I totally spaced on that. It's funny because I was working on a thumbnail for our YouTube video. Look at that. I like the 110. I was working on a different style of YouTube thumbnail for tomorrow. And I put Christian McCaffrey on that. But the problem is, I shouldn't say the problem. I was also going to use Christian McCaffrey on his cover as well. But I just never got around to actually updating it here. So I am in the midst of doing that currently. And we'll have some time before that pick as well. 110 is one of my favorite spots to draft from this year. Hands down, one of my favorites.
Yeah, if it's not the 11 or 12, it's the 10 for me.
Well, I think it's very fitting too that we talked about, like, hey, back half of the first round, just substantially easier to pick your 2 guys and live with it, versus in the earlier parts, it's not as easy to figure out who your pairing is going to be. I'm also just messaging Cameron that his thumbnail is done as we get a Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley start here. I'll flip to the... Oh, this bum is watching too. Look at this bum at 103. 4. He's asking for a thumbnail and he joins our draft. Show yourself, you fraud. Show yourself. You got that thumbnail ready? He's out here drafting BBMs. What a bozo.
Bozo.
Why do we still make content with him?
Honestly, I mean, he's a drunk on camera because he keeps slurring his speech. So we should probably talk to him about what's going on here.
There might be bigger problems here.
More going on behind the scenes. Hey, man, we're here for you. You know, we're here for you. If you want to talk, we're here for you. You know.
Oh shoot, we are about to be on the clock here. I should probably focus on our pick. Fire your bullet. I don't care who it is.
Nico.
I need to get my Nico exposure up. I feel like I always right when I want to take him, I keep missing out on him.
According to my kind of flex rankings that I'm kind of doing right now, let's see. I'll spoil the top 8 for you. Ready?
Yep.
This bakes in a bit of risk, bakes in a bit of projection with what I have, but I'll say it after we pick here because Derrick Henry would be a great pick here. I'm just gonna say it. Derrick Henry right here.
Totally would. Or
202,
Vegas,
perfect pick.
Ashton Genty.
Oh.
Ashton Genty isn't even on the board.
No. You know what? Let's go drink London.
All right, I was going to ask if you wanted to switch it up and go wide receiver here. I'm good with that.
Why not?
I haven't done too many. I have done where I've gotten like a Nico and BTJ to slide back to me in the second round, and I've been a fan of that. But Garage is checking in. He is at the 102. Good to see you, buddy. Things are going well. Now that we are drafting best ball teams and putting a few down. Things are going much better, even though it is a Wednesday night and we both have work the next morning. We're not going hard.
No,
just something to enjoy the drafts a little bit more. Maybe is how I will describe it. You're a nerd, and nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Go get sober first. So my flex rankings, right? My first 8, right? Goes Jamar, goes Bijan. Get this, actually goes Jahmyr Gibbs. Then Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Nico Collins, and Justin Jefferson.
I just can't get over how you're just bodying Cameron based on one Facebook comment.
People, please don't take that seriously. He is not. Again, it is purely because of a Facebook comment that was left on one of our videos that I feel the need to just be a friend, be a shoulder to cry on for our buddy Cam.
To be a friend. I'm let me get it. I'm working on getting it pulled up on just so people can understand.
So good.
It's so good. It's so good. We got a little bit to our pick here. Wesley checking in. Best Ball Wednesday, yes sir. Glad you're still hanging around, Wesley. Here for some fun best ball.
Oh, that's Wednesday. A slide on Jacobs. Holy cow.
It's a nice little slide on Jacobs. What am I looking to do here? I'm looking to add.
You're finding the comment?
Yes, I
am. We're on the clock.
Great. We're about to be on the clock.
I go one of the quarterbacks here.
Okay.
Just because it's such a crapshoot of all the other skill players here that I'm just going to take the guarantee with the quarterback.
I like Josh Allen here too, especially with a Nico Collins, Drake London. Let's do that and see if we can get another Buffalo piece later in this draft.
I'd be okay going and getting James Cook with the next pick, just for some kind of Buffalo piece.
Yep. Let me. I got to get this up in. It won't let me upload it to StreamYard. It only lets me upload video files now and not photo files. So I'm
StreamYard.
Let's make our next pick and then I'll go take care of that, and we can talk while I work. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Smash pick for me here.
Hello. Even with Brees Hall on the board, it's still George Kittle.
It's still I take George Kittle ahead of Brees Hall.
I mean, what? It's a full round and a half after Bowers.
Yeah. I don't understand how we're still drafting him like this late.
He's the
I don't get
pick. He's the HM pick in the 3rd and 4th round, where people are like, "No, we're gonna keep him here." Like, I really like him on the turn. When it's like, "No, HM should be going like 10, 11. Like, he should be a 1st round guy. Kittle should be a 3rd round guy." But people are like, they're not pushing him up the board because they like the value of him in the 4th. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like, thank you. I'll keep taking that every time.
Right. No, 100%. I saw a tweet today too that was basically saying I can't take George Kittle in the like 30 to 32 range because so many people have him in the 48 to 50 range. I just think that's kind of silly. Because I still think he's undervalued here. And if I still think he's undervalued, then why would I not take him here then?
I have him ahead of Trey McBride in my flex rankings.
Oh, fascinating.
It's because
I don't have it quite that far, but
it's all. I mean, that's because I've got Kittle as my 10 and 2 and half PPR ahead of McBride.
I see.
Volume versus touchdowns.
I'm working on getting this video uploaded here, so we have something brilliant to show the people. I'm almost done, and it's going to be uploaded very, very soon. This is a much better. It's substantially better.
Can you rank my team on pick 7?
Yeah, go for it. You want to? Actually, I can't do that. Let's make our pick, and then we'll go our next 2 picks, and we'll go back.
Okay.
We'll definitely. You're pick 7. I wasn't looking at the screen. You're not learn to count. You're literally a grade school teacher. You taught kids how to count. So not only do you not teach kids correctly, are you irresponsible consumption to deal with it?
I was gonna say there was actually probably a deeper reason why the guy quit teaching. It was because he had some other demons going on that he had to battle.
Fighting those internal demons. There goes Rome. Any problems with that pick?
Absolutely not. Holy cow.
Yeah. When I go this, like, I'm fine with Alvin Kamara's my RB1 when I pass on running backs for that long. We'll see if another running back makes it back. I'd love an RJ Harvey click here too, if at all possible.
Hey, shush.
No, it's fine. It hasn't been working out that way. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I'm almost ready. I want to down.
I blame that one on you. I blame you for that one.
That's fine. You can blame me for that one. That's fine. I'm just going to kind of kick the can on.
No, never mind. He got taken. Juwan's fine.
We got Kittle.
I would honestly, this is the part of the draft where I'm going to, I would honestly scroll down into the 40s of wide receivers and look there.
Oh, boy. Well, we're going to take Juwan Jennings.
That's fine.
That's
just my preference.
Now that he's in camp and you're not going to get Pearsall and Ayuk for a better part of the season, for the first 4 weeks at least, it's kind of like, why not take Jennings, who's going to play despite not having a contract and probably not going to get a trade. He's there. He doesn't have much leverage, if we're being perfectly honest. All right, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. I got it here. So, yes, you've noticed we've been making some crude jokes towards...
Not crude, true.
towards our friend and co-host, Cameron Lawrence. It is in regards... He sent us a post on Facebook earlier today. So, this was... how long ago was this post up? This is from like over a month ago. This video was posted.
That's
Right?
a good question. That video, worst picks in
It
early
was posted on May 29th.
29th. Yes.
2 months ago. This video was posted. And all it was a nice, simple, like 5-minute intro of the podcast saying, hey, this is the first player we talked about. This is the subject that we talked about. If you want to watch the rest, go watch it on YouTube. Right? Somebody comments on it. 2 months later, dude in the Vikings hat, Cameron at the bottom, sounds drunk. If it's a medical condition, then I apologize. At least he was polite. But the slurring of words is distracting. So then, this is the best part. Cameron then sends this clip to his wife and says, is it really that bad? Says, yeah, I hate to tell you it is. Sends it to his best friend of the show, Kevin. Is it really that bad? Yeah, it's pretty distracting, man. When was somebody going to tell me about this?
So, have you watched South Park before?
I have, yes.
Do you know the episode where the boys in the school find out that the girls have ranked the boys on how cute they are? And Kyle is at the bottom and he goes home and he's like, guys, am I that ugly? And he's like looking at his parents and they're dead silent. He looks at Ike and they don't say anything. And he's like, you all think I'm ugly.
You all think I'm ugly. You all think I'm ugly.
That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to watch the South Park.
Oh, banger. Apparently new season is pretty spicy.
It's out there. Let's just say that.
I'm just going to take a stack with our quarterback. Kind of forget about it. Mostly because I don't want to reach on Tony Pollard. I don't want to reach on. We're not
reaching.
No,
I think I know what our next pick is.
I'm not compelled to feel like I have to draft.
Well, that's hilarious. Okay, because you're holding the drink in your hand, even though it's empty, and you literally just go, "I don't feel compelled."
Is that what I said?
Yeah, you literally drunk Cam just goes, I'm not compelled.
I'm not compelled to take any of these players here.
Oh, bug off.
You want to take Tony Pollard here? You might as well. I know
Probably
you really
should.
like Jordan Mason, but I think Tony Pollard.
Honestly,
sure.
Well, okay.
And you get week 17 with Camaro.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's probably the right pick. I was going to say I expect the Minnesota offense to be better than Tennessee, but the correlation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correlation puts it over the top for me.
So,
as I'm like trying to clear my throat over here, sorry. I know I'm sitting over here. I'm stuffy. I'm about to just like totally just like inhale, and I'm like, I got allergies all at the same time.
Oh, okay. Guess what just came in the mail today?
You're 23andMe.
Funny. Got a little new addition to the jersey collection.
Oh,
should I go get it? Debut it on stream?
Do it. Reveal it on stream. Heck yeah, I'll entertain the people. Grab me a beer too.
On it.
I do want to go get another beer, but I have to entertain by myself now. I'm curious to see what jersey he got. If anybody's in the chat wants to take their guesses, this is the opportunity. You take your guesses right now in the chat because we'll see when he gets. I have no clue who it would actually be. I'm trying to think of guys who he absolutely loves. It would be more of a current player. It wouldn't be anybody like a division rival. It wouldn't be like from a Vikings perspective, it wouldn't be a Packer, Bear, or Lion. I don't think. I doubt it would be like a George Kittle guy. I'm trying to think of guys who. Oh, I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. It's Jordan Mason. You heard it on stream. It's Jordan Mason. Ty probably can still hear me. He's got his headphones in when he walked out of here. Jersey is going to be Jordan Mason. It's a Minnesota Viking. He's a big Jordan Mason slappy in best ball drafts. Hands down. Going to be Jordan. Look at this quarterback run. Bo Nix, Dak Prescott, Justin Fields, Baker Purdy. That's killer because I was hoping we could get a Purdy slide here, but we're not going to. This is oh gosh, and there goes Drake May. Holy smokeronies. And Mark Andrews. Jeez Louise, dude. Oh boy. I'm gonna take points. I don't like Tyrone Tracy. I'm just gonna take points at the running back position. We'll see who comes back to us. If we could push a Caleb Williams, great. If not, we're definitely going three quarterbacks late on this team. That run of quarterbacks here was absolutely stupid. 5 straight picks plus Drake May. Quarterback 2, Kyler and Bo Nix with back-to-back picks. Man, that's tough. We will go Caleb Williams here just to make sure we lock in one of these guys. I don't want to push it any further, and I am not a Jared Goff fan in the slightest this year. Any of these quarterback, all these guys just kick the can on quarterback except for Kyler and Bo Nix, which that is a brutal beat. I guess we have Josh Allen though. What am I saying? This is what happens when I draft onesies early. I almost forget we have them. So the fact that I took Caleb Williams there was definitely a mistake. This is what happens when I don't have a co-host here and I have to manage all this by myself. Probably a Serena Williams jersey. Hey, for all the shade we've thrown at you tonight, that's a good clapback. That's a good clapback right there. It's got a Jordan Mason jersey before the season. That's high. I don't know if it is. That's my guess. So you all heard it on stream. That's my guess that I'd be willing to bet it's a Jordan Mason jersey. All right, so he is back. He doesn't have the headphones in. So I'll wait till so before you reveal everything. One, I screwed up our pick. I took Caleb Williams and we didn't need to because we had Josh Allen and I totally forgot about it. What happens when I take onesies early?
Well, we have Kittle.
That's true. That was the reason why. I remembered we had Kittle, but I totally forgot we had Josh Allen. Anyways,
well, we can go Roshan Johnson, Kyle Monangai later. I like it. I like it.
Before you reveal the jersey, I did have the chat put in a few guesses.
Okay.
Football Garage.
Yeah.
Mason is his most drafted running back.
He's one of
my
mine
guess
too.
was my guess was a Jordan Mason jersey for that very reason. We had another guest come in, Serena Williams.
Hey, you know what? I can appreciate a goat when I see one.
Final guess is Derek Carr.
Gosh. Are you my dad? Is this my dad's burner account?
You're not my dad.
Big Derek Carr guy, my dad.
My guess was Jordan Mason.
Okay. Oh, wow, there's a lot of... Okay. Reveal in 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Dang it. See, I knew I was on the right track with the Minnesota Viking. I should have known it was JJ McCarthy. You are a big JJ McCarthy stan.
Got that Winter Warrior.
Yes,
JJ
and that is a
one.
clean jersey this year too. Oh boy.
Man.
I'm taking an upside pick, Bashal Tune here for us.
I like it. I prefer my running back 4 to have that second half of the year upside.
Yep, that's the reason why. And I took a Tyrone Tracy, who mostly is just to get us through the first part of the season.
Oh, man, this is clean.
Those Winter Warrior jerseys are
clean.
Chef's kiss. Yeah.
I'm going to show this too. I don't know if people knew this, but you can see on the back collar there a little bit.
Yeah, you get the Skull Vikes.
Oh, yeah. I'd been sitting on this jersey for like the entire season last year, and I was like, he's not playing. Now's the time, baby. Let's go.
We'll take a double stack with Josh Allen. Go Dalton Kincaid for us.
I like it.
Tight end.
I like it. You know what? What happens if he hits 8 touchdowns this year?
I probably should have gone Goddard there instead. But I'm not focused. I'm not focused on drafting right now. I'm focused on having fun.
Let's go, man.
You got a JJ McCarthy Winter Warriors jersey?
Uh-huh.
His ADP keeps soaring too. Garage points out.
I'm
just typing out a jersey, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, hey, absolutely.
You guys supporting guys, you know?
Yeah. You didn't grab me a beer though, so you lose points for that.
See, traffic is horrible today. Let's see.
I don't blame you.
JJ's up 5 spots over the last month or so.
The fact he went a full round ahead of Herbert is wild to me, though.
That is correct, and that's why I was scooping up Justin Herbert like no tomorrow. And also, pick, what is that? One.
Oh my gosh,
2,
he only
3,
went
4.
3 picks after Caleb Williams when I took him.
Mm-hmm. Well, was Williams a value, or was that a little?
That was a slide on Williams. Well,
okay.
Right at ADP. Not too.
So
far
yeah, that was
ADP.
a bit of a reach.
Caleb Williams, at ADP.
That was a bit of a grab then of McCarthy because he doesn't go that close to Caleb.
No, he doesn't go that close. No. Yeah, his ADP keeps climbing, and I don't think I've only drafted McCarthy when I have a JJ team.
So real quick, if we're going to a Vikings game this year, which I say if as if that's a question.
No, when we do go to a Vikings
when
game.
we do, you have a Jefferson jersey?
Frick yeah, I do.
I'm trying to remember. Does Cam still has
Cam has the fellas jersey?
He has the fellas
from
jersey
from our old friends.
Yeah, from our old friends. I do have another Vikings jersey that I can loan out to our good drunkard friend Cam.
Which honestly, the vibe of that player definitely fits more of the like. Yeah, I might be a little bit heavy-handed.
Yep, just saying.
Like nothing against TJ Hawkinson. I'm just saying that dude looks like he could throw back a few.
I would. Here's what I'll say. Since we're going to be going to SummerSlam 2 years from now, or next year. Not
this summer, a year from now. Yes, you and I will be at SummerSlam.
Going to SummerSlam with TJ Hawkinson would be electric. If he was in the WWE, it would be electric.
That would be a time. Okay, we need to make a pick here. It's probably a running back.
Wide
pick.
receiver.
There's none.
Needs.
None
Oh
of this.
gosh. Sure. Yeah, Algier. Contingent upside. Sure.
I'm going Eckler for week 15.
Sure. Yep.
Literally the only reason why we don't have anything Tampa Bay, Arizona Rams correlated. We are not on our A game for that. This is going to end up being like a C team, which is fine.
It's an F. That's fine.
We're here. It's all vibes tonight. Second draft is all we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Wow.
All right, this could be a wide receiver pick. I'm willing to scroll for some of these guys.
I don't mind feeling. Just beginning of the year.
I'm overriding
Do
you.
it.
I'm taking Pat Bryant. Week 16, Jacksonville. Now I'm locked in. After I screwed up that Caleb Williams and Tyrone Tracy picks, I'm locked in now.
Who's our Jacksonville?
Bashal Tootin.
Oh gosh.
You literally said you liked the pick. I like my RB4 to have that kind of second half of the season upside.
You know what though? You know what? That was before I got all hyped about my new purchase, my new addition.
Can we get a vibes check on this? Gibbs did change his number from 26 to 0 today. Recently. I can't remember if it was today. It was very, very recent.
0. Google says it's 0.
This was like back in April. I've not kept up with his numbers. I was so focused on rookie numbers, not Gibbs numbers.
I'm kind of shocked that Sonic actually like 0.
I'm at 26 look kind of clean on him though.
It did. Well, I'm trying to remember. He was 1 at Alabama.
He was.
I thought, well, actually, Detroit Lions, number 1.
He was number 1 at Alabama. Here, you are correct. Just wanted to fact check that. I couldn't remember.
And JMO is number 1 this year.
Yes.
JMO should have stuck with 9.
Yeah, what a
Gibbs should have
giving
took one.
Gibbs one. Yeah, what are we doing, JMO?
This is why the Detroit Lions won't be good this year, is because they're screwing up their jersey number.
Flat out. They're not playing as a team on the field. They're not playing as a team in selecting their numbers as well. It's Jover for the Detroit Lions.
Jover.
Last place in the NFC North this year.
Why isn't Amon-Ra taking 2 then? I was talking about this with somebody at work.
This is like this is an internal battle of Kobe and Jordan.
Oh, true.
The Lions. No, I'm better than you. I got 1. Well, I know I'm better than you. I have 2.
It's like the Key and Peele skit with the hats.
One better than you all.
You know what I'm talking about? The Key and Peele hat skit.
I don't know if I do, but we need to make a pick.
We'll make a pick. Diami, Jacksonville. Take
a little more Jacksonville. I'm good with that.
Well, we need receivers.
We do, and I'm fine with. I like Diami as a swing there. Where this is going to be a 2-6-8-2. So we could go Alec Pierce if you want a little bit more indie.
Never mind.
Can go. No, we can't. Will Shipley if you want a running back. Rashard
Keenan.
Smith.
Keenan. Why not?
Yeah, I've been very okay taking Keenan as my last wide receiver on some of these teams.
Yep.
Mostly because if he does sign somewhere, his ADP is going to be well above 80.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be well above 80. And again, when you're taking him here, you're not asking for much. I don't think he has much left in the tank.
Mm-mm.
But you're not asking for him to be a weekly contributor. You're asking him on, hey, when the rest of my lineup sucks, can you give me 10?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably due for 1 or 2 of those this year. There's just a lot of these guys at the end of the drafts, and I'm just like, if I draft a wide receiver heavy team, I'm okay taking more of a shot on like a DeAndre Hopkins or a Keenan Allen versus a like De'Ami Brown, Pat Bryant, any of those guys, because I don't need to try and make up explosive points at the position. I need somebody to fill out this team, and that makes sense within the construction of this team. And Keenan Allen is just kind of one of those guys where we're good at wide receiver. We can just kind of see if he signs anywhere, and we'll stomach a 0 if we absolutely have to. So this will be the last draft we do. We've been on stream for about just under an hour and 15 at this point. We'll wrap up the last 2 rounds here, grade this team, and sign off for the night. But we are live if you want to join our best ball drafts. We do them every Wednesday. Ty and I have some fun. I'm actually going to have some guests on in August as well. It's been Ty and I for the last like month and a week or 2 here, so it's been fun having him on. While a lot of our guests have been ramping up their own content in July, so we'll get some fun guests on as we inch closer to the season. But make sure you hang around. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell as well. Going up to 3 podcasts a week next week as well. So we'll have some values on Yahoo, Sleeper, ESPN drafts. We'll really get into like the nitty gritty of your fantasy drafts this year, the best and worst picks, players that you should be targeting in every round, et cetera, et cetera. So worth hanging around. And I have to pump you and Cam up too, because you two are hosting some pretty banger mock draft Monday streams.
Let's go.
The people really like those this year. I was a little bit surprised. I shouldn't say surprised, but like they are well represented.
They are. I mean, it is. What am I trying to say? It's there's something for everybody, and everybody is welcome to contribute, whether they're drafting or not. But we're also there to answer questions, answer any kind of this is Kyle Manon guy. Any kind of, ADP questions, trade advice, anything, dynasty, anything.
And then we do have one more pick. We're looking 18th round here. Tight
ends again are Kittle and Kincaid.
Yeah, I don't want another tight end on this team.
Trying to think,
like waiting for a name to just like speak to me,
San Fran, Buffalo, Philly.
Sean Watson, Savion, John Dots. I mean, now we're getting into the range of just like, what are we?
Well, wait a second. Is Will Shipley still available?
You want to go 2772?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. There's the Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine going 2772. We can do that.
Everyone's scared on Shipley now because of AJ Dillon. Come on, people.
I don't buy that at all.
It's not like the backfield goes to AJ Dillon if Saquon misses time.
No. Gosh, no. I think Will Shipley is probably in control of that. Who was it? It was Nick Ercolano tweeted it out. He's like something about like it's probably not talked about enough that Kenneth Gainwell is in Pittsburgh now.
Correct.
And actually leaves the backup role, not to Will Shipley entirely, but like who is next behind Saquon Barkley? If people are projecting him to like, hey, if he can't handle all these touches again and something happens, I'm trying to take advantage of more of those guys late in drafts. Like Will Shipley is one of those guys I'm getting a little bit more of. The other one is Kyron Williams. I don't quite understand why Jarquez Hunter is going running back 64. I think people still really like Kyron this year, and people are saying, well, until Sean McVay switches it up, he only uses one guy. I'm like, are we walking into another Cam Akers? Just maybe less extreme? Because we said the same thing about Cam Akers. He's going RB20. Dude, Sean McVay's only using one guy. I understand it hasn't been all like positive, but the way in which he talks about Jarquez, Sean McVay specifically talks about Jarquez Hunter, is like he makes a few plays and you just kind of look at each other and you're like, okay. And he's much more explosive. He sees the holes and bursts through the holes really well. Some of the quotes from Sean McVay has been like, it's just one of these guys where I'm like, Taj Brooks is getting steamed up. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt is getting steamed up. Rashard Smith is getting steamed up. And Jarquez Hunter is going after all of them in debatably the best offense out of all. Taj Brooks is Cincinnati. That might debatably the better offense, but I'm not going to mince too many words on that. Like, at some point, the Jarquez Hunter ADP has to make sense to me, and it's just not. Because based on what everything Sean McVay is saying, Kyron could still be the guy this year. He can still handle 280, 290 touches this year, but Jarquez Hunter is going to mix in and get 70, 80 touches, I feel like, if they want the explosives.
Yep, that's exactly it.
So that ADP just doesn't make sense. Like Jarquez Hunter is the guy who I think should be instantly going out. Like he should be going ahead of Rico Dowdle, if you ask me. Miles Sanders should probably be going ahead of Miles Sanders. Maybe not, because what if Miles Sanders is actually the RB1 in Dallas? That one's just a game that none of us know how to play.
We said the same thing when he signed with Carolina.
Well, hey, look, a little bit more ambiguous in Dallas right now. And to be fair, Miles Sanders was the lead back for a better part of his first season in Carolina before Chuba Hubbard just showed he was better. And Chuba Hubbard is better than anybody that Dallas has right now. So
that's true.
Just to name that reality. But like the guys going to like the 15th round, I feel like that should be the Jarquez Hunter range, not the 18th round.
But I will keep scooping that up.
Jarquez Hunter, let me get my personal exposures quick. He has been... I've gotten a lot of Jarquez Hunter. I am probably overweight on Jarquez Hunter. I'm not going to lie. Where am I?
Jarquez.
You're going to be shocked by my exposure. I just want to make sure it hasn't changed.
13% for me.
Oh, buddy.
100.
23 for me.
Oh, let's go. See, I would rather
running back.
Well, I would rather, if we're talking 23% exposure on a running back, give me Chase Brown.
I was going to say, my highest exposure to running back is Devon Achane, the 23.
Achane is my fourth, but after most of these slow drafts finish up, he's probably going to be second.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's been for me. It's been these slow drafts. And the other one, the thing is, I've been getting a lot of JSN in these slow drafts as well.
Yep.
When I'm looking for an easy week 17 or 16, excuse me, I just throw Jarquez Hunter there. It's like, great. 17th round Jarquez Hunter, sign me up. So I don't know, man. I'm trying to take advantage of some of these guys who are getting the camp. Jarquez is getting camp buzz. It's not that they aren't talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people are just convinced like Kyren is just like Sean McVay likes him. He's a world beater. He can handle the workload. I disagree, because when Sean McVay has been willing to flip, he's done so without hesitation. So to say there's like no volatility with Kyren Williams, I think is just stupid. It literally happened to Todd Gurley and Cam Akers. It happened to both of them. And they both got left for dead. And I'm not saying Kyren is going to get left for dead, but what I'm saying is I'm at least factoring that in of like, is RB13 an unfair price tag? I don't think so. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend Kyron's a top 7 guy this year. I just don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you draft Jarquez Hunter, who has a very different skill set than Kyren Williams, and he's going to see the field when Sean McVay is talking him up. Plain and simple. We'll end the stream there on a little bit of a Jarquez Hunter rant of why I think people should probably be investing in him more than a Taj Brooks, than a Corey Krosky Merritt, than a DJ Giddens, if you ask me. Anything you want to sign off with before we close out the stream?
Don't be like our buddy Cam. If you need somebody to talk to somebody. Don't go to the alcohols.
This is how we're going to close out the stream. Do I have it? Do I have it up? I do. All right. Here we go. All right. Well, look, we appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in again. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell as well, so you know when we go live. I'm back on Monday. Actually, we got a YouTube video coming up tomorrow. We are talking about basically did a whole debate on the 7 riskiest players you can draft in fantasy football right now and whether you should actually draft them. Mock draft Monday next week. Tuesday, we got the best fantasy values on Yahoo. Wednesday and Thursday, excuse me. I'm looking to make sure I get my information right. The best pick in every round of fantasy football drafts and the worst pick in every round of fantasy football drafts. Another best ball stream on Wednesday as well. Ty, let's sign it off. We love the people here.